老长节老天教的马的没得嘞，三当着我家老家也节老地质节大节把老孙子，伢们世界节老家也节老广播突击节电报也他们节前辈电报，上那么印的家族节地质节老家也节老特别这张给我做给我做。知道的那这些把来是这小来茶叶子老成年这老样的老板大老老头，谁给当把印的跟着那样茶叶子老地把这样没着急给我不中。刚给三年用说多，天天上街的把一干嘛的妈们。就马老师傅就我当然没老大真大吧，这些钱那么太大大，上那么提当年是吧？考完当年经济这的，马当那当这边拉着，这边做人着哎呦！
那这里，那做工作人员们的讲过这边我他们去解决生活全部做了。아니 노벨 시대 승다게 표현에 아니 칼롱고 숨지 소루도 시대랭에 탱 숨지 소루 받은 아주 숨지 지하기 니모치 차기요래 아니 데랭기 나주게 데름 디토 앞에비게 코노소 아 네덜란드 주조게 투메소와 단다데 공올라 주비게 아니 단다데 아 자기 포토랭고 칸레 아니 포토 자토 소바 다다시게 단다데 नांसू से ग्रो अन्य मंगोल के कुछ अच्छे थानाशी तुर्कस्तान के कुछ अच्छे और तेरे तादा यूगुर के कुछ बहुत अच्छे अन्य तादा तेरे देखो नम तो कौन अब चुप के ममा ना मलेशिया चामला चामले चश्मेरे शुरुआत छापची तो तेरे तादा तेरे गाजू के जरंग तांबोते अन्य पुई जाकब चेंबू की चालू हुई है जामिगे तो क्यों नर्जी होला अने डेटोस छिबेगे जर्जी पाव पाव नामदा थांदा अने सो कातो न्योन छिबेगे अने कोना बागे छिदो अने गजोगे न्यागे नाजी कर्माची शुआई अने ते उदु नारुना लासो टोस तुजेना अने सामान सा शुदेन जारुना शुआई तेने दिजेला जरूर सुनते आ नजो नेदरलैंड फॉरेन तो पेसो तो नॉर्थ चोने अने तेरे कोरोना वाला फिर ता कासुगे अने सोची निंतुची नारे अन चोदला तो
नंबर तो 공두배 라서 아니 인지는 수초바제 되지는 것도 군료 정말 인이 무슨 on behalf of the Tibetan community in the Netherlands and the Tibetan people living in the Netherlands, we are very happy to have Isaac Karama here as the chief guest. Also, we have the Aluk, who has worked for Tibetans and the Uyghur, the people who are the very big problem under Chinese repression. He worked very hard with the Wambala, and also we have El Bora from Mongolia, and he's the president of Mongolia in Netherlands. And also we have Wambala, Ajasir Jamala, and we have a special guest also from Rekpa and from different Alexander yeah, many, Netherlands people. I would like to say thank you very much for your coming. That your coming means a lot for Tibet community and for the cause of Tibet. Really, especially Isakarama, you have been working for the cause of Tibet, not only for Tibet. You just stand for the for the justice and freedom and the truth. Really, we are very honored to have you here on the stage. So we just, on behalf of all the people here in the hall, thank you very much for coming here. And could you please just, in the future also, support for the cause of Tibet and for the people who are, under repression of China. You just, continue to support us, please. Then I just don't want to take, much time. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Nobel Peace Celebration van His Holiness de Dalai Lama. Ik ga dit verder in het Engels doen, zodat iedereen een beetje mee kan begrijpen. I want to thank you all for today for being here for the celebration of 36 years since His Holiness the Dalai Lama has received the Nobel Peace Prize. Today we have a few special guests. We have Alek, Isa Karaman, and Alberto Borjigin. Also the Tibetan Coalition of Novutsering, Ajatsering Jambala, and Gye Bambola. First of all, I'm gonna call the first speaker of tonight, Alek. Alek is the coordinator of the Alliance of the Tibetan, Mongolians, Uyghurs, and Hong Kongers in the Netherlands. Everybody give him an applause. Cha Daruna.
Good evening, goedenavond allemaal. Thank you so much. I was asked to give a short introduction, but I'll start a little bit about myself and then I'll say something about our honored guest. So my name is Alerik Abdikim. I was born in Urumqi in 1999 and fled to the Netherlands when I was 8. And in the last 6-7 years I've had the fortune 6-7 indeed. I have had the fortune to do a lot of good work when it comes to advocacy for the Uyghurs, but eventually with Seringla for the Tibetans as well. And the first time I met Isa Karaman was when I had a conversation with him in the parliament with his political assistant. And already we got a pretty good understanding with each other. He is someone that comes from the east of Turkey, from a very small village called Boti, with no electricity, no TVs, and he just told me they still had donkeys to carry the load for the people. But eventually his family decided to flee, to come to the Netherlands when he was 8 or 9 years old. And since then he has been an example of someone who has been very successful in, first of all, being part of this Dutch society. He became a very successful businessman, eventually came into parliament, but also someone who hasn't forgotten his roots. He is of an Aramaic background, and I don't know if people know, but the Arameans have been through a lot. They do not have a homeland, and they faced a genocide in 1915 till 1920, and a lot of people are in diasporas, just like you are today, just like I am. And there's always a question how to be yourself in the diaspora. And he as a person has exemplified that by being the first Aramaean in a parliament in the Netherlands. And since then he has worked very hard for us, for the Uyghurs, but also specifically for the Tibetans. He has worked for the independence of the succession of His Holiness. He has worked for recognizing the cultural genocide of Tibetans in the Dutch parliament. And he has been a staunch ally because he understands what it is to be in the diaspora, and because he understands what it means to face repression. And I've always seen that as a great opportunity and allyship and great honor to work with him as well. And I would like to then give my microphone to the next speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lark. As for the next speaker, we have Game van Boetotong, the Director of International Campaign for Tibet, Europe. Chadabna.
So, dears, Isa, let me say first a few words in Tibetan and then come back in English. The thing is, forget now, teaching you to share the book, has the alert to sweat in a cage of staunch. That the Isa Quran around the Netherlands capture paper, crying low, Mamuching, they capture Pesha. You do go low good chips. Turkey, the Sharon on Joe, the transit changes now. Law, the key message in the day penny, Quran gave the day penny, and should the day rebellion below George Nana, and the Takanjet Tongle, the Manguch Tony Yarget Penny. That do should the Pebeg in the Galatwaj Lenny, that Kanje, that the Alert Sumani Shide, the Gonzola in the Tonashana, do not think Alert Swan, the Ketchum Stone, then a begin at your future. Then engine at Gini share you. Dear Isa, I'm very happy to see you here, and I have to tell how we were connected to each other. It was on the 2nd of March 2024 when you met Ziad Al-Kamua at the wedding. And after this wedding, Ziad came to me and said, I met a very nice gentleman. We need to talk to this gentleman. And I asked him, tell me a little bit about his background. And Ziad told me, like him also, he has a Christian background. Yeah, he's a Syrian Christian. And he said, you will connect very nicely with this man because he understands your background. He knows what it means to have this, you see, history of suppression and coming to the Netherlands. And so we had our first online meeting, I remember. I was sitting at the table with Zia together, and we had a very nice discussion. And I think it started then that we communicated, and at some point you were also in the parliament. And I just want to express my gratitude for your steadfastness, for your support, and for your very, very special way of talking to people like us. Thank you so much, Isa.
Thank you very much, Gyeong Bula. Next up is Ajahn Tsering Chambala, the former director of International Campaign for Tibet and the support group Tibet.
Thank you, Dundela. Dushtele. Think there any few words in Tibetan and speech to English. Chole and Nobel Shide, Sinda Pejolosum just to do Quebec and Turindelia and Nia, and Samalolia, in Taman and Tishleta, some issue. And then the Shirashe Chugo, Mamma, to the Shirayoma, so now switch to English. Yes, in continuation what Wambala just mentioned, for Tibetan people's future political solution, we need political support. So, in the Netherlands, we have been very fortunate, Tibetans, that we have been having support from the Dutch Parliament. Our first lobby work, I remember 1987 in the Binnenhof, with the CDA, Van Vlijmen, Partij van de Arbeid, Ed Melkert. So 1987 to 2025, when I make a big jump, we have been having enormous support in the parliament, always. Different political parties, but there has always been. And what that party support means, resolutions, be that be receiving His Holiness Dalai Lama in the parliament, be that be the members of parliament would join our campaigns on the street, not only in the parliament itself. So we have been having all along all these years. But 2 years ago, in the parliament, where Mr. Karaman was a member of NSC, the Tibetan support, in fact, has an extraordinary, and I can say, an unprecedented support of having 3 resolutions being passed in the parliament with a majority. Because before that, there were resolutions being passed on Tibet, but always related to the issue of China and general human rights, but never been so in its own independent 3 resolutions that are significant issues. There's one issue, His Holiness Dalai Lama's succession. The other one is the EU Special Coordinator for Tibet. And the third one, obviously, the protection of human rights in Tibet, in China, in Southern Mongolia, in Hong Kong. I would say this would not have been possible, such an achievement in the parliament, without the extraordinary dedication, sincere concern, commitment, hard work by Mr. Karaman, with 2 other members of parliament, Young Parton Nose from Day 66, and Derek Boswell from CDA, and of course, majority of the parliament had supported the resolutions, and that's why these were passed. Now, unfortunately, you're not in the current parliament. We will miss you. Tibetan people will be forever grateful to you. But on the same time, I must say that your legacy, especially in the form of these 3 resolutions, but also your speech, the speech that you gave your last time in the parliament, these are something that we feel we have a strong foundation that we could work on in the coming years for Tibet. And for that, on behalf of all the Tibetans, I thank you for the bottom of my heart so much for your support, your concern, and your friendship. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sering Jabala. The next guest speaker that we have is Albertun Borijin. He's from the Southern Mongolian Congress. Oh yeah.
And this also today is also parliamentary ISA and also the Tibetan ICT and Uyghur and other and with this all the Tibetan people. Thank you. And thank you very much for inviting me to the World Day of the Human Rights and Peace celebration in the Amsterdam, the city of the peace. Also to thank His Holiness Dalai Lama for the receiving the World Peace Prize, celebrating in the 90th birthday, and fourth, acknowledging this contribution of other peace lords of the cause of global peace. The recognition highlights the world growing awareness on ongoing human rights concerns. On behalf of the Southern Mongolian Congress, I fully support His Holiness Dalai Lama's community to building progress and human world, harmonious world. I also express my appreciation for the significant progress that has been made advancing religion freedom, universal values, and peaceful coexistence among humanity. Progress that has against both recognition and support. At the same time, serious human rights issue persists The Panchen Rinpoche, an important figure in Tibetan Buddhism, has been missing for decades, and his whereabouts remain unknown. This situation raises question. This requires clarification. Such inconsistency between statement and action contribute and concern about the suppression for democracy and religion freedom. Today, I call it for the release of the Dalai Lama and long-pursued Tibetan Buddhist leader. Also, Mr. Hatta and the dissident and long-time political person from Southern Mongolia, as well as other descendants. Impression of the constituent from Southern Mongolia, Tibetan, East Turkestan, Hong Kong, and is where. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up, we have a video, a speech from Isa Karman.
Voorzitter, vandaag spreken we in algemene zin over het Nederlandse mensenrechtenbeleid. Maar ik wil in dit debat, een van mijn laatste in deze Kamer, stilstaan bij twee specifieke casussen. De eerste is Tibet. Sinds de inleiding van de jaren 50 door China leeft de bevolking daar onder zware onderdrukking. Culturele, sociale en politieke rechten worden systematisch geschonden. De Tibetaanse taal verdwijnt uit scholen. De Dalai Lama, inmiddels 90 jaar oud, heeft decennia lang internationale aandacht gevraagd voor de Tibetaanse zaak. Zelfs mijn kinderen weten wie hij is, voorzitter. Maar wat gebeurt er als deze bijzondere man er straks niet meer is? Zijn we voorbereid op het vacuüm dat zal ontstaan? Zien wij in dat China dat moment ongetwijfeld zal aangrijpen om meer grip te krijgen op Tibet? En dat het Tibetaanse volk mogelijk opnieuw in verzet zal komen, met alle risico's van verschrikkelijke geweld. Ik vraag de minister of zulke scenario's in het internationaal verband is gesproken. Voorzitter, daar is ook een motie over individuele aangenomen partijdigheden. Dus we weten niet hoe die motie is uitgevoerd.
Hello. Na was sama ge ziswa da isa karama khona ge da Netherlands driso no ya ne chidang ge berg ne de da mixek konsa jangu chho chho ge ane da jima mang ba yang sin zna mo da da gol chen bo chai ge jana ge ko ge zung ge ba de ne da to ka lo chok chen bo shojin na yo de ji de ge ge cha de ngocho beru so bang ni da da yi beru de pa ju che ye de da ma lo cho ba ji na bo so I just translated what you said in the parliament into Tibetan. Then I want to read it in front of the public. Yes. 주소지 팀에 이사카르마 쪽에 네덜란드 주소서 버지 네덜란드 돌아를 송시에 상세다 인스 고유 조조조 대리는 간지 현재 네덜란드 난기 로미 토탄 시주진 돌아 도는 제기 여바래 이나양이 주소함들아 땀시 자주치 탄주대 인도 롤링기 차시 랜드바 힘는 리무 제메비 네드 제다 인지 돌아 셰인 담보대 간이스나 버지 네드 돌아인 지로 직동부장 가지고 납줄론이좀 멀로 투미진도 자나 용게 버지 참바 메시나라 독주 첨부 제너지데 자기 유배토는 버지 추당 레용 찹시 계속이 토다 강여바는 제메 도로 땅다 땅게 여바 당 버지 게이게 혼세 lauटा카도 라도 문주바 토야메바 차로기 유스 공로 구질라 페비 공사 장고 달리라마 초기 버지 내든지 돌아 자지 도나다 접조 용지 멀로 쫓아 점이질라 굴리초 유비 타나기 추구이나야 포스인바 뭐 히차 뭐 히바차 유스 원장 랍치지 지부 공장불도 고주 페멘트 베네당 차소나 마음바 버지 내당 진짜 힘든 주주이나 난청문이 대의 바동의 자소 제바 자리推상시 여당 난청문이 지나던 네덜란드 주소라고 할 용이 자나 용기 대총매바 대의 바지 뒤치대 국가수진이 별라 당라 휴체로 당니 별이 매만 양왕 먹고 제스 대달 총선 지수로이 초신 랑주 인카 유배 문제 제기에 담스 Ngin linchu chala kandi shuju shila yoni chiwi tetabi netang thola jaji rangi ju chucho jaji rangi ju chudu droni chigi yetams jogi ndi thola ngi chucha hi phyola duchu kansa hi gingwela chucha te timbi chesimbi lunchen chogi chuchu te lakta chena hi cheji yemeji tela thongni shira choyindus o tatere namaso chiso तेजुदे कोरांग मुनी जतंग जुचा तेदे जिजोमी यानी नेदरलैंड जतंग जुसो फिली ते जुजु मो जो यानी जिजु का योन ते दादा तेदे यो के नचे जिसि नचे दा नचे ते तो जोवातो ओ तेजुदे कोरांग 큐치 뭐 시비지 나요 때 넘버 소마 그 다다데 차차 보지 다로나 수야이 Thank you, Isa. Thank you very much for your strong words, which are very, very helpful for the Tibet. Not only for Tibet, but I think people who are just, don't want to listen to such words, but we want to let them let them hear. Really, really, thank you very much on behalf of all Tibetans, living in Netherlands and across the world. Yeah, thank you very much, Isa Kara.
All right, thank you very much. The next speaker, we have Loretta. Yeah.
Well, hello. I'm Loretta from the NGO Day, and our place, we have an NGO a gallery for the Hong Kong community in Den Haag. I'm very happy to be here today to talk to the Tibet community and to seeing so many next generations are here. They're looking really cute. I would like to thanks also to Isha to be here, and also Shirin Jampa and Alec and everybody, Wombola, and also to be here to actually talk to you all, because actually we just went to Dharamshala in like just 1 month ago, that me and Sunny, my husband, that we were in Dharamshala, and also I was actually on my birthday, the 8th of November, that we met Dalai Lama in person, and then we actually have his blessing to everybody for 300 people, and then we are one of them. To actually just shake his hand, it's really soft, and I felt this tremendous blessing, and it's really heartwarming. I do feel that this gentleness from him, although I was so shocked that I couldn't really talk much at the moment. For this 10 seconds, I was actually just saying, Shobodelek, Shobodelek. It was a little bit funny that my mind couldn't really work at the moment. But then somebody told me that, when there is one person said that we are from the Hong Kong community, Dalai Lama actually looked at me really knowing that who we are, and they give us a big blessing. And I guess maybe a lot of you heard about the fire of Hong Kong very recently. 12 days ago, we lost 159 people in Hong Kong in the Taipo fire. And also thanks so much for Shirin and Wombola, also Alec, that came in person 2 days ago in our NGO for the memorial for the people who died under this fire. It was such a time for Hong Konger that we came together again, not just because of the political demands, but actually for humanity and for the people who deserve a better life, but not burn under fire because of the human mistake. I wanted to say here is that in this very moment, we do need a lot of compassion. We do need a lot of solidarity, not just for our own community, but also from the other humanities, the other people together. I hope you enjoy the events tonight, and also I was so glad actually later on we might have some collaboration also again in Dharamshala to maybe put a pillar of shame over to Dharamshala that to show a solidarity between Hong Kong people and Tibetan. And thanks so much for like the invitation to be here and enjoy the night. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. The next speaker we got is a Karaman. Samuel Chadorona. Isa Karaman.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's an honor to be here. Thanks also for the speakers for all those kind words. I'm almost blushing from all the nice words we hear. But we are not here for me. We're here for His Holiness that you received the Nobel Peace Prize. I think I mentioned also in my speech in the Parliament that I have 3 daughters, even my daughters know who His Holiness is. I think he's a remarkable leader who preaches always peace and also non-violence. And I think that makes him a great leader and also a man who deserves the Peace Prize, the Nobel Peace Prize, because that's all what it is how can you still preach peace and non-violence if you know what happened to his people? I think that's really remarkable that he still, after everything what happened, what China did to the Tibetan people, that he speaks about peace, even a peace plan with China, and that's remarkable. I think that's also what gives hope to the people, that there will be sometime peace between the Chinese people and the Tibetan people, because that's also what you all deserve, peace. I think some of the speakers referred also to my background. I also fled my home country, came here to the Netherlands. I understand your pain, because it's the same pain I have, that you live in exile, like His Holiness is living already 50 years, even maybe more in exile from his country. How painful it is that you cannot live in the place where you were born, where your people live, and hopefully one day he can return to Tibet and be the leader in Tibet for all his people. I also mentioned it's also a hard time currently. China is a world power and it's becoming even more powerful each day. You see what they did with the Netherlands with Nexperia. They even exposed the names of our secret agent people. So that's also another things normal countries do to each other, even if they are in fights. So the China is using all power they have to suppress indigenous people, but also have a fight with the Dutch people. For me, it's a great honor to honor also His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, for the Nobel Peace Prize he received, but also for the work he's continuing. And let's hope that he will live a long life and that he still can be the leader for the Tibetan, because he's a leader, but he's also, I think, a spiritual leader for a lot of people next to the Tibetan people. And let's hope and give him a lot of power that he can still lead you in, hopefully, the next 20, 30 years. Thank you very much.
Tibetan Community Netherlands, Tibet Support Group, and the Students for Free Tibet.
So, Isa, we have a small present for you. It's a new book, and you get the first book. It's on Vatra Fabel and His Holiness. And you'll get the first copy that landed here in the Netherlands. Thank
you. Isa, this gift as from our college partner, Tibetan partner. You see that International Campaign for Tibet and also the Tibet support group in Netherlands, also SFT, Tibet Student for Free Tibet, also Tibet community in the Netherlands. On behalf of them, I would like to present it to you. Thank you very much for your strong support for us. Okay, now we are going to, take a group photo from all the, the coalition partner. You see that here we have Hong Kong from the Loretta and Sunny, and here is Albert from Mongolia Congress prisoner, right? Congressional.
So, we want to thank you, for your work. And I have to explain a little bit in Tibetan first, but you know what you have done, so you don't need to understand what I'm saying now. Okay, Crown that the Hong Kong in name, the Loretta, the Sunny Crown, the Albright Crown Nanzu Pagan and Langso Sigora, the Engineer South Mongolia Sigor, the Nanzu Pebel Monjo, the patient Silla Yore, the net and the SFT near Kunzu Yore, and the ICT in Netchini. The impurity of one that he produced of a letter to the and to some young root on it, I can just pick Chozona large and catch with those. Jendu Mabet on there, some too much large catch with those, and they meet Gudos, Sugu, and to pick Chozona Yamati, Mitch Gudos, and Alerki Lara number. For a midsummer Javatu, Ran Desito, Midsummer Gauchi to Shatsago, the need one once you chamber the Lara some crank number, and the Luchi class to work. The day to the Fran Lara, the corrosion of Fran shower to the Franz Locho, the Manguston, the Naranza Pepper, some cellar, Fran, the Pesa, Pia, the Mutu Franz, the Chashure, Tansushia, Google Chichodo, then the Fran, the Nebuchadnezzar, Chidiche, and the Fran PA, then the numbers of can to the and the Europe, now lawly in the we said Chayor, the Netherlands, the Tumungi, Galatia, and the Salvation Bell, the room started to your mother, and the hundreds of Fran of Nika Shake, Galatia beginning to dead Israel. Did the period of the issue, the Dredge Kugab Naronas, Fran, and the children of the Tajara Jews, and then Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, I translate for you later. Okay, this is now.
Okay, thank you very much, Alok. Actually, I have a special gift for Alok also. You see that I think maybe you find it interesting. I don't know, but it would be a Tibetan traditional T-shirt. I don't know which size, but I just choose XL. But I don't know whether it is fixed or not. But I think I want to just this.
I'm getting panicked. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful.
You see, this is like white. White means that this is a symbol of peace. And this he worked very hard, and in the future also work hard for all of us. And I want to give it to you on behalf of the people in the Netherlands, and just in the future we just work together. And we support each other. Thank you very much. You just receive it.
This is too much.
I want to say just a few words. I think having Alec as our coordinator has an extra dimension in it, because I think there are many Dutch who could also do the lobby job. But I think in other cases, who you are, your feeling, your understanding of our situation and your own people's situation. So it somehow added an extra dimension to the result of, I think, also what we talked about, what happened in the parliament. And because of your really unique understanding of the situation and the parliament. Thank you, Alain. I have no present. We agreed to this. But you're not leaving now. You'll be with us for a few times. Yes.
Thank you.
thank you very much. We are happy. Okay. 오늘 와서 인사 같이 해주셔서 감사합니다.